Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm just going to do a video today doing a couple things on the Miata. One is installing these Delrin machined door bushings. I got these on Amazon. I'd actually printed a set myself. Do I still have them here? Did I throw them out because they pissed me off? They were, I made some on my 3D printer. They looked good, they felt good. As a matter of fact, they looked a lot like this. Except as soon as I put them in, they just slammed the door and they shattered. You'll see what I mean when I install these. And they're pretty important in a Mazda Miata because they're part of the structural rigidity of the car. So with old worn ones and kind of rubber ones that are kind of soft, the doors move slightly, the whole chassis flexes. Like it's minimal, but you can hear the rattling of things around with old worn door bushings. So I'm going to get those changed, and I have no idea when the air cleaner in this thing was last changed, so I'm going to put a new one on. If you're wondering for your NA Miata, it's 6828, CA6828 if you're using a Fram extra guard filter. So there you go. I'll stop this here and set you up over by the car and we'll get at it. Just a second. All right, folks, here I am over at the car. So what you're going to need is a 10 millimeter. There are 4, 5, 10 millimeter bolts around holding on the housing. And I'm going to remove this just so you guys can see a little better. That should be it. So we got our 10 millimeter here on the cordless ratchet. Let's loosen up that. I said loosen. That should come off of there easy enough. Okay, that's out of the way. Now, on mine, I'm missing the bolt there, but there's one here. Just put this in our little tray here. Out of there. I've got one left here. Get out of there. So let's take that. Now this should just lift right off. Theoretically. Of course it's stuck a little bit, so just move that out of the way. Careful. Take out the old air cleaner. And you can see it's not terrible, but it's not good. You look in the folds and it's pretty black in there. And like I say, I don't know how long this has been in there. I do know the guy that owned it before me lived in Vancouver, or not in Vancouver, in rural British Columbia, and drove down a lot of gravel roads and dirt roads. Because this thing, every inch of this car, like every corner, everywhere had dust, really dry beige dust. I'm impressed that there aren't any nuts or anything in this, in the little box, the air box. But there's nothing there, so we're good. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to blow it out a little bit. Rather than turn on the compressor and drag out the air hose, we'll use the old Ryobi blower. There we go. That thing works great for lots of stuff like this, cleaning off your workbench, that type of thing. All right, let's take the new filter. Compare it to the old filter, it's the exact same size, little bit of difference in color, just a little bit. All right, so we'll swap that one in. Just hold on a sec, I gotta stop you here for a second. I'll do it after, never mind. Anyway, so this just goes in the way the old one came out with the folds or the pleats facing downward. I guess they both sides have pleats. Make sure your rubber gasket here is inside the lip where it goes. And you just move this back over, pop it on, and put the screws in. Put it back together, you put the hose back on. Easy peasy. Put the bolts back on. Make sure to turn this the other way. Might be best to start these by hand before I go screwing them on with the ratchet. Just get them started a few threads. I think the reason the people left this screw out is because you can't really get to it with a ratchet. It's underneath an edge here. I will be searching for a bolt to put back in there eventually, one of these days. It's not a huge priority at the moment. There, that ain't going nowhere. Let's get a good seal. Tighten this back up. There we go. That's it for your air cleaner replacement. Again, it's a little dirtier than I even thought it was, so it's probably a good thing that I was doing this. All right, so I'll stop this here. We'll move on to the next part, installing the Delrin door bushings. I'll take you around to the passenger side to do that, so I'll just stop here. All right, folks, here we are at the passenger side of the car, the passenger side door. Now I'll open this up and show you what exactly the bushings do and what they are. There's one right there. I'll move you guys in a little closer so you can see a little better and have a look. Hopefully I can still work around here though. Let's see. Sure, that's good enough. What happens though is this slides into a pocket on the door right down there. So when the door is shut, this is like a solid beam. So if you have a soft bushing over here, it allows the door to move up and down, which you don't want because the door is part of the structure in the convertible. So what we're going to do is take off these old 25-year-old bushings that are fairly soft. They're more rubbery than hard. And the other ones are quite stiff and rigid. So let's pop these out. Again, 10 millimeter. Come on, get out of there. Hold on a second here. Grab the old magnet. Little bin. All right. Take that out there. So these are the old bushings. You can see they're fairly pliable. The new ones, just take one of them out for now, or not. You'll see they're compared to, and they're the same thing other than having that knob. They work the same. So we'll get these. We'll start it by hand again, which is always a good idea. You'll notice that, there's slots, elongated slots, so they are adjustable up and down. What you want to do is tighten them snugly, shut the door to get it in position, and then tighten them down. So let's start that screw in there. One started. So you can see the amount of adjustment you have up and down there, which, like I said, we'll leave it snug, but not tight. Nope, that's a little too tight. Okay, let's try and shut the door on that and see how it goes. Perfect. Okay, so now you carefully open the door. That should be pretty much set to where you want it. And we'll just take this, tighten them up. I'm sure there's a torque spec for this, but I don't know it. So that's that side. Move our stuff over to the other side. And let's just see how it is with this door. Feels great. All right, let's move you around to the other side and do the same thing over there. There's the engine compartment. All right. Same thing over here. Pop this one off. Again, this rubber bushing is very soft, worn out. Get the seatbelt out of the way. Get the new door bushing. And we'll do the same thing. Start it by hand here. Get them snug. Oh, a little too snug. We want it a little looser so it has some up and down play, but not too much. Just like that. Okay, let's put this back on here. Like that. Get ready to tighten them up. We'll close the door. Sounds good. And open it. There we go. And we'll just snug that right up. All right. Let's check that out. Much better. Can move the whole car with the door now without it rocking around. It wasn't bad before, but it's better now. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's about it. That's how you install an air cleaner. Whoa, hold on. Let's not go looking around the sky here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to open up the tripod here. So just bear with me for a sec. Jeepers, this is not very professional at all. Okay. So there we are. There's the engine. One of the next things I'm going to be doing is building a cover that goes over this, comes up to here, and just kind of directs all the air through the radiator. Plus, it looks better. I do got to clean it up more in here. There's still some dirty areas that I didn't get, obviously, but that's about it for now. I don't know, there's always something to do in this car. Yeah, that's about it for now. So if any of you guys have any questions or comments, we'll leave them down below and I'll try to answer them the best I can. So this air cleaner applies to NA and NB Miatas with the 1.6 and 1. I believe the 1.8 had the same thing too. The NAs, not sure about the NBs. Which the NAs definitely, the first generation, all use the same air cleaner setup. And the door bushings are the same. I believe through pretty much all the model years. Let's go around here. Oh, another thing I added was a cool little exhaust tip. My old one got kind of rusted and a bit of paint on it, so I thought, screw it, I'll just buy one of these screw-on tips. Looks good. I added tinted marker lights. They are actually LED. They look pretty cool. That's pretty simple. I didn't feel a need to do a video for that. I will be doing a video on getting my power antenna to work. I don't know if it's just a fuse or what's wrong. I haven't even had a look. Usually when I'm driving the car, I don't care so much about the antenna or the radio. I don't really listen to it. So as you can see, they're tinted black, but when they come on, the front one's orange. And the back ones are red. And they look much brighter than the original incandescent bulbs that were in there. Plus, they look way cooler when they're off. Wait. Oh, what have we got? Yeah. Other way. So when they're off, they just look black, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. And the old ones were pretty grungy and not so hot looking anyway. So I think I got them over here. Yeah, here we go. There's these old grungy things. The red ones, the orange ones. They're nothing special to look at. Whereas the other ones look much better, in my opinion. So anyway, again, there we go. That's it. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell for notifications. If you have any suggestions on any video you'd like to see, let me know about that too. That's about all for now. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a great week. See ya.